Hi guys, welcome back to the Storytime Society. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being alive. We love it. I haven't filmed actually since Saturday. It is Tuesday now, which really isn't that crazy, but usually I film on Mondays. But my mom's here, and that's why I am in this pull-out bed instead of the couch, because obviously it's pulled out for her to sleep on. And I'm kind of comfy. Maybe I should just leave it like this because I'm kind of vibing right now. But also, at the same time, I don't feel like I have that much support back here. My head feels like it's just wobbling back here. Yeah, I think that's just gonna have to be how it is. I have to kind of hold myself up a little bit, but I hope you guys had a really amazing weekend. What did we do this weekend? I don't even remember. We just picked my mom up on Saturday, and we picked my mom up Saturday night at 11 p.m. from the airport. Then we came home, stayed up till 3 a.m. talking, and then the next day we went to breakfast. And girl, I don't even know. I don't have a good memory. But then we went to the beach yesterday, but she's here till Sunday morning, so we are gonna have so much time, and we don't really have much to do. We really just go to the pool, go to the beach, sit at home and watch movies, What are we gonna do? Go out to eat, that's also, we got pizza last night and stuff, but yeah, so welcome to this episode and happy Wednesday. Can you guys chill out over there? Please, you're scaring me. A grooming, puppy grooming Frank turns into a full-blown war sometimes. It's Frankie gets annoyed with it. He's overstimulated. He's okay, enough. I don't need any more cleaning. And then Poppy's no, bitch, you need me to fucking clean every inch of your body. And then Frankie's I'm gonna bite the shit out of you. So right now they're in a stare down. And he's they're honestly funny when they fight. He's no hissing. She's the boss though. Poppy is literally the boss. She's the queen of the household. Guys, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Please stop. Okay, but let's get into this episode, because why do I procrastinate my whole entire life? It is literally 5:47. I need to be done filming within an hour, which is obviously going to be fine, but it's girl, you had all day. Why were you sitting on your ass and just looking at Reddit stories? You should get to work, And I also went to lunch with my mom, so it's a little different because my mom's here, so it's we're just hanging out, and yeah. First story. The title is, I'm marrying my best friend's sister's soulmate. Am I the asshole? Hi everyone, I need some advice on a major personal decision I'm facing. I'm a 28-year-old woman and I'm currently engaged to a wonderful man. However, there's a complication involving my best friend's 29 female sister, 25 female, who has had a crush on my fiancé for a while. A bit of background, I lived on the other side of the country for a few years due to work, but I recently got laid off and moved back home. Since returning, I've been reconnecting with old friends in my religious community. To my surprise, a man, 26 male, from the community contacted me because he was interested in me. This was unexpected because while I'm not unattractive, I don't fit the standard of beauty in my faith community. I'm West African, I don't observe religious dressing, and I'm autistic, among other things. These aspects of myself don't bother me, but they make me stand out or blend into the background, depending on the situation. Given this context, I was shocked that someone was interested in me, especially someone as kind and sweet and popular, the man is attractive, as my fiancé. However, I'm unsure if I'm truly in love with him since we've known each other for 8 months, and I don't know if love is the right word. Yesterday, my best friend invited me over and had a very unusual conversation with me. When I arrived at her house, everyone was home, including her little sister, and we had this conversation in the lounge, so it wasn't exactly private. She suggested that, based on her understanding of my personality and how autism might affect my capacity for physical intimacy, I cannot stress enough how embarrassing it feels to type this out loud. I don't know how I didn't pass out yesterday. My fiance might be tempted to cheat in the future. She believes it would be better for everyone involved, including myself, to consider preserving our spiritual well-being. Her sister has been in love with my fiance for years, and my friend asked me to consider stepping aside or allowing him to have a second wife. She also mentioned that they make a really cute couple, and that his family and mine are more culturally similar too, which I now realize was quite upsetting to hear. I'm not even the first wife yet. In so many words, she said I would be the asshole for keeping them apart. She spoke about them like they're star-crossed lovers, and it was really hard to hear. I didn't know anything about this since I just got back in town, and he reached out to get to know me for marriage 6 months ago. I still don't know what the context of their relationship is since they couldn't have been in a dating type of relationship. I didn't have much of a reaction to this conversation, as I generally have a calm demeanor, but I do think my feelings were hurt. Some call it a flat effect, but I see it as built-in armor. I spoke to a new friend outside of my religious community, and she said it was, and I quote, extremely fucking weird and kinda bitchy. I can't reconcile on that assessment with the actions of a person I've known since I was 14. I'm feeling very conflicted and would appreciate any perspectives on this situation. On the one hand, I like my fiance very much, and he hasn't indicated that he would want a second wife or a wife who is not me or anything like that. He's currently out of the country on a volunteer mission and isn't easy to get a hold of, let alone have a long conversation with at this time. I don't think I want to let him go, but my friend is right that having her sister as a wife would probably be easier for him socially and in terms of the kind of wife I can be. Will I be the asshole to marry him? Thank you for your help. I wish I knew what, religion this was, because that kind of gives a little bit more background, because the way that she's talking about, having a second wife and stuff seems pretty, casual and normal in her culture or religion. I know she said, she used the word culture and religion, so I'm not really sure. I mean, I guess, I don't know. But I would really love to know that, because obviously if this was just if this was just a person that was not believing in, not religious, and they were saying this, I would be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? First of all, you can't, I mean, I don't know if you can or can't, because I don't know what this religion is and I don't know if it's normal, but in my experience, you can't really go to someone's fiance and say hey, your fiance actually needs a second wife and it's gonna be this girl. I think that's his decision now, right? Unless that's not his decision in this religion, which again, I don't know, but I'm assuming that it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So it is a little bit weird for you to be suggesting that, and it didn't come out of his mouth, and he clearly doesn't have a relationship with this girl. So I think he's choosing to want to marry this girl. So why are you bringing up this other girl? It's really confusing for me. It seems like everything's going pretty well where they're at in their relationship, So you're not going to be the asshole to marry him. I mean, that's just I agree with the girl outside of her religious community. But again, I'm outside of her religious community. So of course I agree that it was extremely fucking weird and kind of bitchy. But then again, she doesn't know and I don't know what's a normal acceptable thing in their religion or culture or both. So I don't know. But we'll see what these comments are saying, because maybe they'll give a little bit more context. Sorry. For context, what they did was ambush you and tell you that you aren't good enough, and you should give a person who has autonomy to her sister because her sister is better than you. She is not your friend, and they all suck. Talk to your fiance about this ambush. I hope he's as offended for you as I am, as you should be. And then OP commented, thanks for pointing out the autonomy part. You're right that he's a human being and not a toy to give away. What do you mean by ambush? Yeah, That's kind of what I was trying to say, but in less smart terms. Like, am I going to use the word autonomy? Probably not, because I'm just not that smart. Even though that's not really even that, like, smart of a word. It's very common knowledge. Obviously, I know what it means, but, like, I don't use big vocabulary, and that's my red flag. That is my downfall. Like, I hate that because I have very simple vocabulary, and it probably makes me sound like a dumbass. And sometimes I can't get across things, like you guys know that sometimes I can't get across things that I want to say because I don't have the vocab. Like, I know the vocab, but I don't have it in my head, like, to just pull out and, like, use in context, you know? Okay, anyways, let's see. They sat you down as a group to tell you that you weren't good enough. She is not your friend. And then OP said, oh no, I think I may have miscommunicated because it was just F who had the conversation with me. I didn't feel like she was being discreet with what she was saying, especially when she started talking about sex, but it was just the both of us in the lounge. And it's still inappropriate for her to put this on you. If he wanted to marry her, he would have asked her. Instead, he asked you. Trust him. She also needs to tell him what happened. He needs to tell them off too because he too is being treated like cattle. Before I accepted, OP said, before I accepted his proposal, I spoke to several community leaders, a chaplain in our circle, and his friends about him. Nobody ever mentioned a previous relationship, and it would have come up. It's so odd. I've written to him. Hopefully he gets back to me soon. Thank you. It's very interesting. I wonder what, like, because obviously, I don't know. I wonder what country this is in. I can't stress what the above person said enough. If he wanted to be with this other person, he would have done that himself. He doesn't want her. That woman is not your friend, and your fiance had plenty of time to get with the sister if he wanted. He chose you, and it's rude of them to undermine his own choice and insult you. Yeah, saying like, yeah, because of this and this and this, he's probably going to cheat on you. So, like, I think you should actually let him get with my sister because he probably won't cheat on her because she's, like, way better than you. That's a little bit fucked up. That's a lot of it fucked up. That's so rude. I would literally immediately be like, I mean, bye. See ya. See you later. Okay. I just went to her profile because I kind of want, like, more context, obviously. Like, I want to know what this religion and stuff is, but I don't think they really put it on here. But the last comment says, yes and no. Some people in my religious community have the typical Western romantic experience, but they're not the norm. Marriages in the community tend to be family/community driven, and generally we commit to our marriages with compatibility and life plans in mind more than we focus on falling in love. That comes after. I think if you asked him, he would probably say that he likes me too. Loves me for the sake of God even? When I write that out loud, the thought that he only likes me upsets me. Maybe I have more thinking to do. I like that. Maybe you feel more than just like for him. Don't marry a man you don't know and don't love. 8 months is a red flag. Yeah, but it might not be a red flag in this community, though, is what I think she's trying to get across, you know? Like, not everything is the same for everybody. Some religious people have different outlooks, like some communities have different outlooks. It's all different for everybody. So obviously, like, for me, and like if I was giving my friend advice that's similar to me, I would also say don't marry a man you don't know and don't love. 8 months is a red flag. I would definitely say that, but in this case, I don't know. This is so short, but I cross-posted it, so we're gonna read it. The title is, Am I the asshole for calling off my engagement because my fiance hangs out with someone she had no self-control with when it comes to sex? I was engaged to my girlfriend. We've been together for about 3 years. We took our friends to celebrate. We all got a bit drunk, and my friend started spilling some stuff. Wait, what? And the friends started spilling some stuff about my girlfriend's past. The friend said that my girlfriend finally managed to control her hoe side, and she never could control herself around her friend. More specifically, her male friend. Let's call him Bob. So from what I heard about Bob, he used to hook up regularly with my girlfriend. After we got home, I asked more questions to my girlfriend about her controlling herself. I had to press her, and she confessed that she cheated on previous boyfriends with Bob, and Bob cheated with her. She confessed that her exes never found out. Bob and her still hang from time to time. They were friends since college, and now I'm here, her boyfriend, who was her fiance, now having almost no trust towards her. I asked for the ring back, and she insisted that nothing happened with Bob since we got together, but after learning all of this, I just don't believe her. Well, I think asking for the ring back is crazy. I mean, I just feel like they should break up, like going backwards and then being like that's just gonna, I feel like that's just gonna damage the relationship so much. So it's like, you might as well just break up, especially if you don't trust her. Okay, some of the top comments. Admitted cheating on past boyfriends, plural, with the guy she still hangs out with that she never mentioned while engaged to you. Do not listen to these people saying you're overreacting. Even if she didn't cheat on you, she hid this from you because obviously you would not approve. The trust is broken before you even said your vows. I used to have a friend like this, cheated on every single boyfriend. I asked her to please stop telling me. She started dating her husband soon after I asked. She probably cheated on him too. I debate telling him, but knew she'd twist it around to me being some crazy jealous friend. We aren't friends anymore, but I bet the friend didn't slip the info because she was drunk. The alcohol was a cover. She's trying to tell OP. Yeah, I think they should just break up. Like, obviously, going backwards in a relationship, I mean, yeah, sometimes it can work, but it's like, if you really don't trust her, and I do believe that people can change, obviously. Like, I don't know, actually. Fuck. I do believe people can change, but at the same time, if you cheated on multiple boyfriends with this guy, it sounds like you need to just be with this guy now, and he's cheated on people with you. Maybe you guys should just link up, baby. Like, why are you, getting other people involved? Just like get together, be together. I don't really get how that's so hard. Clearly, you guys want to be with each other, right? Or like we read all the time, you could just be like polyamorous or something. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there because it seems like maybe you want more than one partner at the same time, which nothing wrong with that, but you probably shouldn't be with someone that wants to be monogamous. Correct? Correct. The next story's title is My Mother-in-Law Puts an Ingredient I'm Allergic to in Her Dishes. I, 27 female, have been with my fiance, 28 male, for 5 years. I have an allergy to dairy. No, I won't die. And no, I don't have tummy issues. It's beyond that. Dairy causes such bad inflammation in my body that even a small amount can put me out of commission for nearly a week. I've always had back, knee, and general joint issues growing up, but I've finally narrowed it down within the past few years, which is while strictly dairy-free, I will go months on end without any serious back or joint pain. The moment I have even the smallest amount, butter on my toast, cheese on my burger, my back will literally go out the next day and I'll be in pretty serious pain for about a week until the inflammation goes down. There have been too many occurrences of missing work and ER visits before I narrowed down the allergy. Believe me, I love cheese, but it's just not worth it anymore. My mother-in-law has known of the allergy for the past 4 years. My fiance continues to remind her, however, she still somehow finds a way to add some element of dairy to every dish. I put up with it for a few months, as we eat at their house maybe once a month to every 6 weeks. But it's becoming a serious problem. For a while, I put my trust in her and ate what she made, as she made it clear she would exclude any form of dairy. But following every dinner at her house, I would be in serious pain. I began asking her and reminding her at every meal, and that seemed to annoy her. Just last week, she made burgers, potatoes, corn on the cob, and salad. She mixed cheese into the burgers, butter in the potatoes, and on the corn, and ranch on the salad. For dessert, an ice cream cake, it was someone's birthday, my fiance lost it. He reiterated my dairy allergy, and his mom goes, "Oh, right, well that really sucks." I told my fiance to just eat and that I'd make something when we got home. He refused and told his mom that if she can't respect a legit allergy, I don't think she believes me, then we won't be coming to dinner in the future. Well, his mom first blamed me for causing drama, but after a few more discussions, ultimately apologized and said she would take it more seriously. I'm at the point I don't actually trust her. I generally like his family, and I don't want to put the barrier between my fiance and his mom having a relationship. I'm not sure what to do at this point. This is more of a vent, but I'm open to advice. Why are there stories like this? Why are people so quick to think that everyone is faking their allergy? And it's funny because she's clearly putting this subtly into the food, mixing the cheese in the burger, like, what? I mean, I know you mix stuff into burgers and stuff, so maybe it's not that uncommon, but like I feel like you usually put the cheese on top of the burger, right? Like you make normal burgers, put some seasonings in, make some burgers, like put some cheese on some and put no cheese on the other. Like that is just such an easy thing. Hamburgers are such an easy food for someone that has a dairy allergy. They can literally just eat the hamburger. Like, why do you have to mix cheese in it knowing that this girl's allergic? It sounds like you just want to, like, see that. See, I put cheese in that and you don't have an allergic reaction. You're not allergic. Like, it sounds like that's kind of what's happening. It's like, girl. What if she was deathly allergic and she literally just, like, had a heart attack and died? Or went in anaphylactic shock and, like, died because her throat closed up? How would you feel then? Like, and then the autopsy report was like, oh yeah, she died because of her allergic reaction to cheese. And then you're like, I think that would be considered manslaughter. Knowing that you are putting a food that someone's allergic to, I mean, even if it's just her, like, getting back pain and joint pain and not, like, she doesn't get, like, a serious reaction. Not saying that's not serious because that is honestly terrible. But, like, I mean, like, anaphylactic shock, like, has to go to the hospital and or like get, I don't know what happens when you're in anaphylactic shock, but whatever happens, I don't know what I was saying. I actually forget what I was just saying, but you guys know what I was gonna say, I think. Okay, edited to add, thank you everyone for your comments and words of encouragement. Yes, it could be a sensitivity/intolerance rather than an allergy. I'm really not sure what to call it. No, I haven't been officially tested as I live in America and my health insurance sucks. All that I do know is that it is the only thing in my regular diet that causes this inflammation and pain. And I would even say that it does cause damage to my body, as why else would I be in this much pain? I have tried bringing my own food, which tends to cause more drama, and yes, I know I can be a pushover. I have never been good at standing up for myself, but it's something that I'm working on. Thanks to my fiance, I envy all of the commoners who have a backbone. As of right now, I'll be eating beforehand or afterwards and simply refusing anything I didn't see her make. I appreciate everyone's advice. Edited to add, to be clear, I'm not asking her to modify every dish to my needs. I'm not asking her to bend over backwards. Setting aside some potatoes before adding butter seems pretty simple in my opinion. Setting aside a plain corn on the cob, leaving cheese out of one burger, I really don't care about the dessert either. If someone's inviting me for dinner and insisting I attend, just have something I can eat. My sister has even crazier sensitivities than I, and I've done this countless times for her. Yeah, I agree. Also, the cheese in the burger is giving me anxiety. Why? Just leave the cheese out of the burger and let people decide if they want to put cheese on their burger. Like, please, you're giving me anxiety. Also, I usually, when I make corn on the cob, and I'm from Iowa, so I've made a lot of corn on the cob on my day, I usually just make it and then I let people decide if they want to put butter on it, how much butter they want to put on it. Like, I feel like you don't usually do that. I mean, obviously people do, but usually, like, you would just let people decide and you would have like a little butter dish and people would just put some butter on their corn. What if someone doesn't like butter? What if people don't want butter on their corn? What if they want just a little? Or what if they want a lot? Like, you don't know. Also, the potatoes, obviously that makes sense that like mashed potatoes usually have to have some dairy in it, but I completely agree. Like, set aside some potatoes before adding butter. Sounds easy. Sounds like a normal humanly thing to do. Like, if you care about someone and you don't want them to have like an allergic reaction to it or whatever they're saying, like, because I always say I'm allergic to eggs, but like this girl is saying, it's probably just a sensitivity / intolerance, but I just say allergy because it's like, I'm not going to be like, I'm sensitive to eggs. I just say I'm allergic to them because my stomach fucking hurts so bad after I eat eggs. So, I don't know why I just had to say that, but. Alright. Oh no. Trigger warning. I just threw up in my mouth a little. Okay, top comments. Your DH checked his mom. Good for him. That's half the battle won there. Honestly, OP, I would just stop going or bring my own meal. There is no way she did not recall your allergy. She didn't care. She just didn't count on her son calling her on her shit. She's backpedaling now. But that won't last. I was going to say the same about bringing her own meal, and then I'd say something like, mother-in-law, well, I know it's so hard for you to make dishes dairy-free, so I wanted to take the burden off you and make it easier with a super sweet smile. Ha. Tea. Sissy. Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand people with their allergy. Like, why are they so against people having allergies? I mean, it's really not the craziest thing in the world. People do have allergies. It is a thing. For the love of God, please just believe people when they say they have allergies. What does it matter anyways? Why the fuck do you care if someone's lying about having allergies? Let them. Maybe they just don't. Because also sometimes I feel like people with like eating disorders, they can lie about stuff like that. Like, and that's not your, that's not your business. So like, why do you care? It's so silly to me. Just be a good human being and don't put, to me, unnecessary amount of dairy in a meal. Like the example she gave was just insane to me. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my daughter live with me after she cheated on her husband? Hi, I, 52 female, need advice on what to do. My daughter, who is 25 female, is going through a divorce due to her cheating on her husband and giving him an STD from one of the many men that she cheated on him with. I do not tend to shame my daughter, but I am not proud nor supporting what she did. They were married for 4 years, together since 15. She had been cheating on him since they were 19. No one ever knew. Only reason she got caught was because he found a condom, different brand than the ones that they use, in her purse. Then a few days later, caught them in their bed. Now they're going through a divorce and I don't know what to do. I don't support cheating at all, and she knows this. We've had so many talks that if you're not happy, you either communicate or you leave. And now that the divorce is almost finalized, she is wondering if she can live with me. As much as I love my daughter, I do not think I can bring myself to let her live with me, knowing the things that she has done. I feel like I am failing as a parent, but I still feel like I should stick to my word to show her how bad she messed up. Could anyone give good advice, please? Update, hello, everyone seems to be confused. She got married at 21, and I did not know about her cheating when she was 19 till now, when she told me. I have not yet come to a decision, but will update when I do. Thanks for all the comments. I mean, that's your decision if you don't want her to live with you, because technically she doesn't have to, since she's past, like, she's 25 years old, she can live on her own. I mean, I don't know her situation, but it's your decision if you want her to live with you or not. And I understand not accepting that, and that's totally okay. But also, like, oh, okay, I'm assuming they were living together before, right? I was like, why is she living with her mom? But I'm assuming she's wanting to live with her mom now that they're getting a divorce is the situation. Okay, some of the comments. I think not letting her live with you sends a strong message that her actions have consequences. Make sure she knows that you love her and maybe ask her why she didn't leave before. I'm sure you would have helped her if she just wanted out of her marriage. She needs to figure her shit out. Doesn't sound like she's sorry. She's just sorry that she got caught. Yikes, not the asshole. The OP said, no, they never did have kids together. If they did, then that would be a whole different story. Edit that. I was tired when I was typing. Sorry. Not the asshole. Let her get her own place. This wasn't a one and done mistake. It was many bad choices. Let her be the adult she's supposed to be and go get her own place. She'll never learn if you let her back. Yeah, I agree with that. But the only circumstance I would say is if, like, the other option is her being homeless. Probably I would just let her stay with you. But other than that, like, if she can't afford to go get a place and stay there or get roommates or something, then, like, okay. But if, like, her only option is to be homeless other than that, then that just creates even worse problems. So that's my opinion, because I think it's fine to not want her to live with you at 25 years old. I mean, if she was like 16 and she was cheating on her boyfriend or something, or like even if she was 16 and cheating on her husband a bunch, like, I think that you would just need to, like, probably, have like a little intervention with her. But since she's 25, it's like, okay, you can live, like, you can go figure it out, unless you can't. Because, like, if that were my daughter, I'm putting myself in that situation, like, I would not want my daughter to be homeless just because I don't like the way that she was, you know? Like, I understand. I would not be okay with my daughter making those decisions either. And if I didn't want her to live with me because of that, that's one thing. But it's like, I also don't want my daughter to be homeless. So I probably would just be like, okay, fine. And then I would be like, but you're about to be, like, treated like your child, because you're going to have a curfew. You're going to tell me this. You're going to do this, this, and this. So do you want to live with me? Oh, God. This one I need to read, guys. I need to read it. I've been wanting to read this so bad because the title is crazy. Oh, fuck. I only have 2% on this camera. I got to switch the battery. I'm back, baby. I just had to switch the battery in my camera because it was dead. Now I have 59%, so don't even worry. Oh, damn it. This one's so short. I thought it was going to be long. Okay. Ugh. Husband said I'm loose after giving birth and only wants to have sex in the dark. We had our baby 2 months ago and recently had sex for the first time since childbirth. I enjoyed it, but my husband didn't. When I tried to initiate sex again, he said my vagina felt looser and he didn't feel anything. He also mentioned being turned off because my breasts were leaking milk during sex. I feel crushed and incredibly insecure. Now, sex only happens at night with the lights off. He claims it's just his preference, but I suspect it's because he doesn't want to look at me because now I'm too disgusting to him. As a new mom, I'm already dealing with so much, and now I'm struggling with feeling unattractive to him. Oy, 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 oy. The fact that you have a kid with this guy is just so upsetting to me, because I want to be like, let that man go. Let that man go. Please. Oh. Why do people marry people like this? Why do people marry men like this? Like, for real? It's so sad, because he had to have been like a freaking... He was probably a dick beforehand. Like, I cannot imagine that he was the nicest person. I can't imagine that he was the nicest person in the world. If he thinks that it's okay to say this stuff to you, like... Oh, sorry that my boobs were milking what keeps your child alive. Oh, I'm so sorry that my vagina is loose because I literally pushed your child and our child out of it. Oops. What did you want me to do? Let me know. What would you like me to do? Like, for real. How about maybe you just wait then to have sex, because clearly you can't take it. That's just insane. Okay, some of the top comments. Hubby really fast tracking himself to the dead bedrooms subreddit or the divorce subreddit. Why not both? First one, then the other. Right? When an a-hole, milk is leaking, please turn the lights off. What an a-hole. Milk is leaking, please turn the lights off. Dude, that would be such a turn on for me, LMAO. What a sad thing to find out what kind of people you chose when you most need them. I breastfeed, and my husband not only loves if I leak milk during sex because it means I'm enjoying myself and have happy hormones going through me. Who doesn't want that for their partner? But he also says he loves how it tastes. He calls it sugar cereal milk. Point is, real men aren't scared of a functioning body. I've tasted breast milk. I think it was my sister's, not from her boob. Don't think that. It was because I was taking care of my niece, and I wanted to see if milk was, like, too hot for her, so I tasted it. And it tasted like metal, kind of. Like, it tasted like metal, kind of. I think that's the only way to explain it. Like aluminum, like pennies, I don't know. But I didn't like it. It definitely wasn't cereal milk to me, because my favorite kind of mochi is cereal milk mochi, and it damn well did not taste like that. No joke, if I ever have a wife and they leak, I'm storing that as a core memory every time. WTF. Yeah, I feel like my boyfriend would be like, oh my gosh, I love that for you. He'd be like, oop, there's a little bit of milk dripping. Like, the fact that men are like that, I mean, how are you even ever going to be comfortable with your significant other if they're like that? I don't understand. Okay. I feel like I'm out of stories because I just read all the ones. Oh wait, let's read this one actually. My husband, 32 male, is convinced I, 26 female, am pregnant. I'm not, but he won't believe me. What do I do? I'm truly at a loss here. The situation has gotten worrying, and I don't know what to do with it. Since about a week, my husband became convinced I'm pregnant. I have no idea why, because I'm not. We haven't even started trying, though we do have plans in the future. We were just making conversation, and yeah, I did mention feeling tired, but that's all. A few hours later, he just came in so excited. I told him I'm not, but he won't let it go. He has made some remarks about how happy he is, what a wonderful mother I'll be, what our baby will be like. Not all the time, but it has come up multiple times a day. I told him I'm not. I even took a test because I even started wondering, and it was undoubtedly negative. I showed him and he just got annoyed, said tests can be wrong. He didn't speak to me for the rest of the evening. The next morning he acted as if nothing happened. When I tell him I'm not, he just kind of shuts me out. I lost my shit yesterday when we were in bed and he put his hand on my stomach, told him he's acting crazy. I'm not pregnant and his behavior is scaring me. He went to sleep in the guest room after that and left for work early in the morning. I haven't seen him or spoken to him today. I'm just at a loss. I don't know where this obsession is coming from. I even asked him if I gained weight, if that's what's gotten him confused. He assured me that I didn't. I'm thinking of contacting his parents or maybe a therapist or something. I honestly don't understand what's happening and I'm worried about my husband. Edit, thank you for all the replies. I didn't expect all this. It's been overwhelming and I'm incredibly grateful. He's asleep next to me right now and I keep going through all the comments. My husband is one of the kindest people I've ever met. I promise you all that he's not trying to manipulate me or would do anything to harm me, but that does make me believe something is really wrong. I'll contact my and his parents in the morning once he's left for work. Maybe I'll go stay with my mom for a bit, though I hate the idea of leaving him like this. I also definitely will make an appointment with my doctor for a blood test. Thank you for all the advice. That's like so sad to me because clearly like something's not right in his head right now. And I find that very sad. Obviously, you guys know how I feel about like mental health and stuff. Speaking of mental health, I literally have had the worst anxiety this whole time while I've been filming for no specific reason. Well, there might be a little bit of a reason, but it's not like a good reason. And my body's just like been so anxious this entire time. And for the past like 2 hours probably, but it's like really stressing me out, and then it makes me more anxious because I'm like, why am I so anxious? Like it's not necessary to be this anxious, which I really hate. But the top comment says, my guess is psychotic break. Personally, I know someone who, after a stream of chaotic life events and mounting work stress, dealt with one. They were convinced that my youngest sister, teen, single, on birth control, very open about being celibate, was pregnant. For a few days, she sent messages to everyone that my younger sister was pregnant and she couldn't wait to be a future auntie. When people rejected her claim, she got angry and her delusions began to be targeted at those individuals. Those who challenged her beliefs were immediately met with deep suspicion and hostility. So-and-so planted spyware on my phone or whatever else. He needs help. It could also be an underlying medical issue triggering this episode. If he has, for instance, low potassium, it can make the issue worse. That's very interesting. I actually didn't know that about the low potassium. But that's really sad. Like, I really hope that he gets better, and I hope that she updates because I really want to know what happened. My mom, you can hear her talking. She's so loud. She'd be so loud, you're like, but we love her. She just has like, I think she can hear pretty well, but she just likes to talk loud and a lot. But I think that's all for this episode because I think I'm about to have like an actual anxiety attack. Like I think my heart is about to pump out of my chest right now. So maybe I should go take more anxiety medication. But I just got my dose like upped, double. Why am I feeling like this? Stop. Okay, maybe I need to drink more water or something. Or go on a walk. That's what I'd like to tell myself. But I love you guys so much, and thank you for being here. I'm so sorry this is a short episode today. Honestly, I hate giving you guys short episodes, but I'm not well. I'm not well, okay? And I just think that I need to just go chillax for a second. Maybe, like I said, take some more medicine or something. Because that's what it's for, right? It does make me feel a lot better, but this morning it made me so dizzy because I'm still getting used to the double dosage. And I was literally like, whoa, like I felt drunk for like 30 minutes, but my doctor said that's normal and I'll get used to it after a while. But it was also a lot more expensive this time because it's double, and it was kind of sad. I was definitely sad about that. I was like, wait, what? How much? Okay. Anyways, I love you guys. Long time. Love you long time. XOXO. You guys are the best. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode, and if you could just leave a comment, because you guys know that I love to talk to you. That's literally my favorite thing to say. I say that in every episode because I really mean it. I love talking to you guys, and I want to respond to every comment, and if I don't, then it's just because I didn't see it, because YouTube notifications are weird sometimes. But I really love you guys, and I hope you have the best day. I'll see you guys on Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a true crime episode out this week or not. I'm still thinking about the true crime thing. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not anymore. I might just do like Reddit episodes, because true crime has really been hard for me because I feel so sensitive talking about it, and like I never want to be disrespectful about it, and I almost just feel like wrong sometimes putting it out because I'm like, this is terrible. This is so terrible. Like, I can't believe I'm talking about this right now. You know what I mean? I don't know if I came across the right way, but I love you guys.